coming at you live once again from 120 Sun Tui Battery Brewing Company D2.
Caddy in Vietnam.
The prodigal daughter returns, Beth Caddy.
It's been 6 weeks and I'm back, so...
Feels like 6 months.
I know, I mean...
Feels like you've been gone forever.
People say that, but it feels like I've been gone for 3 days, so...
Well, it's different if you're coming or going.
True. And time difference, so who fucking knows?
Time grinds down to a halt when you're not here, Beth.
I'm not here.
Beth Caddy, special guest reviewer. So this is an interesting dynamic because in your absence, my guy Sue has been on a couple reviews. He's also filmed a couple reviews. He's dynamic on the camera. You're still the official videographer for One Sip Beer Reviews. No. You're still the official videographer for One Sip Beer Reviews.
Back up?
But yeah. And obviously you can't record this and be on it as well.
So you've done me proud.
Sue. Sue.
Oh, Sue.
Boy named Sue.
Why didn't you tell me that? I've been calling you Sal for fucking months.
He's a very polite guy.
Very polite man.
Right.
Love a polite man.
Let's fucking go. Sue, can you get a close-up on the beer? We've got the Life in the Clouds New England IPA Collective Arts Brewing Company from the Hammer, Hamilton, Ontario. Shout out to my boy Samir Farjan, roommate, first year university from the Hammer, Hamilton, Ontario. Shout out to my guy Dan Johnston, who I think used to work for Collective Arts, maybe doesn't anymore.
I was just saying
loving the artwork is amazing.
The artwork.
Yeah. You can't go.
And I'm also, it's the name of the brewery, Life in the Cloud.
No, that's the name of the beer. The name of the brewery is Collective Arts.
Collective Art. Life in the Cloud.
So the last time I was home in Canada was a long time ago. I went to the LCBO, so the liquor store with my dad.
Yeah.
They had a whole Ontario craft beer selection.
What do you call it? The old CBO?
LCBO, Liquor Control Board of Ontario.
Okay.
Keep up. So I was grabbing all kinds of craft beers, got like a whole case of random stuff, and as I was trying them all, 2 breweries emerged. One was Collective Arts from Hamilton. The other one was Beyond the Pale from Ottawa. I've got one of those as well. Shout out to Steve Gutierrez and Ainsley Cameron for carrying these beers back from Canada. Mwah! Love you guys.
It's a bit of a touchy subject, to be honest, isn't it?
What's touchy about it?
Because I didn't bring back any beers from the UK.
No. That's not why I brought it up. It's not why I brought it up at all.
Sorry.
But since you mentioned it, yeah, I thought you were bringing beers back.
I was going to bring beers back.
Well, I was going to do a lot of things. Now I sell craft beer in Vietnam. But seriously, every beer I've ever had from it was a short trip, so I didn't but every beer I've had from these guys has been fucking awesome.
Okay.
The artwork, obviously, it's
amazing.
They get local artists to do different.
Well, that's what drew me to this can.
Right.
That's
Okay.
a fucking awesome can.
And I think you're excited there was a New England IPA.
Yeah, and I love it. And
I love a good New England.
I messaged you when I was in England, and I was like, "What is NEIPA?" And you were like, "I think you can figure that one out yourself." And I did, and I loved it.
Beth, it's been a while, so just as a refresher, we did 1 sip, we give a score 0 to 10, we try one day until we try them all. 1 sip, everyone knows the rules. Let's fucking go. It smells pretty good.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's fruity.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like juicy hoppy. Yeah, no, it's very good.
This is a good.
It's very
It has
good.
a little bit of a flat aftertaste. It's not very bubbly.
It's not super carbonated. I noticed that when we were pouring it.
But maybe that's because it's traveled, right?
It's very possible that it's lost a little bit in the travel.
Yeah.
And you don't really want to ding the brewery for that, but also we can only review the beers that we have in front of us.
Exactly.
So we want to give an honest review, and we both, as far as 1 sip goes,
It matches my shirt, doesn't
we
it?
both really enjoyed the first sip of the beer.
Yeah, we did make a sound.
We both.
It's one of those annoying sounds.
We're fans. 1 sip, everybody knows the rules. Collective Arts.
Life in the Cloud.
Life in the.
NEIPA, 6.1%.
Oh yeah, we didn't say. You are correct. 6.1% alcohol by volume.
Eyes are still working. I think for flavour, that's absolutely banging.
Yeah.
I would like a little bit more carbonation.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not going to fault them for it. So, I think...
Guest always scores first.
I know.
Beth, it's your first review back after a 6-month hiatus.
6 weeks.
Felt like 6 months.
I reckon...
No pressure, but understand.
This is not going to be a 9+ for me.
Okay.
I think I might
For me, it's like it's...
I think I might give it like an 8.7.
Yeah, okay. It's still a huge score.
That's a big score.
8.7 is a great beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for me, it was like it's on the... It's
on the higher
it's
end.
right there, like 8.9 or 9.1. It's like right, it's knocking on the door. I feel like if we had this in Hamilton, Ontario,
Draft.
on tap,
Yeah.
it would be midnight.
Yeah, it would be
But
definitely.
I'm with you. It's not quite a 9 here after having traveled.
Yeah.
Again, not a knock on the beer, but we can only review what we have in front of us. I've got an 8.9. 8.9 it's a massive score.
Yeah.
8.7, 8.9. Great score.
You know what?
I am sick and tired of apologizing for high 8s. It's a great
This
score.
deserves a fucking high 8.
Well deserved. And if ever I find myself back in God's country, in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, I will go to Collective Arts and I'll review it again fresh off the tap.
Yeah.
Beth, anyone else you want to say hello to before we get going? You remember the format? Give some shout outs.
I want to
Lucy
give a
Steve Jones.
No, I've spent time
I
with
did it
Lucy
already.
Steve Jones. I mean, I want to give a shout out to all the fucking homies I made in New York. So, the local hostel in Queens, you're fucking awesome. Very awesome people.
Brew. Tag them in the comments.
I will.
8.7, 8.9. It's a fucking banging New England IPA.
It is a good beer.
From the Hammer.
From the Hammer, Canada. Don't forget it.
That's a review.